flash, bright like a roaring fight. Crypto dreams under stadium lights. Sweat and fire, hearts ignite. Evening sports buffet with the Ginch replay. Highlights while scores collide. It's the riot live tonight. Blades drawn, bold on the top slate. Rivals clash, it's a heavyweight fate. Every second pound can't wait. Evening sports buffet with the Ginch replay. Highlights while scores collide. It's the riot live tonight.
Thanks for the evening, the Ginch Quartet there. But welcome. All kinds of stuff happening around the world with sports today. But again, welcome for another edition of Early Evening Sports Buffet with the Ginch. I am said Ginch, Ryan Neff, here on the Cole County Entertainment Network. For some reason, it is not showing the Cole County Entertainment logo. Or is it? I don't know. But anywho, some trades in the NBA. I'll start off with the NBA, by the way. Recently, within the last hour, the Chicago Bulls are trading center Nikola Vucevic and a second-round pick to the Boston Celtics for Anthony Simons, and a second-round pick, sources tell ESPN. I think it's a good trade for the Celtics. I am a Celtics fan. They get their big man. Obviously, he has to stay healthy. But he is quietly having a great year, or was, for the Bulls. Now he's with Boston. And Simons, look, Chicago needed backcourt help. Backcourt help. Simons is young. So Chicago wheeling and dealing. I think the trade works out well for both teams. The Memphis Grizzlies now are in a fire sale. The Utah Jazz have traded for Jaren Jackson Jr. I am trying to find so basically they traded Jaren Jackson Jr., John Conchar, Jock Landale, and Vince Williams Jr. will be going to the Jazz. Memphis will be receiving Walter Clayton Jr., Kyle Anderson, Taylor Hendricks, Georges Niang, and 3 future first-round picks. So the Jazz right now are going all in to try and sort of, I guess, make a playoff push, or I don't know. I guess they're going to try and make a playoff push with this particular move. They've got nothing left to lose, to be quite honest with you. Does it work out for both teams? For the most part, yeah. I mean, teams are going to have to try and do something here before the trade deadline on Thursday. So the wheeling and dealing probably will be coming fast and furious. Also, there was a 3-way trade between Chicago, Minnesota, and Detroit that sends Jaden Ivey and Mike Conley Jr. to the Bulls and Kevin Huerter and Dario Saric to the Pistons. Detroit also receives a 2026 first-round protected swap from Minnesota. So again, teams making a push, trying to add depth to their rosters. I think that works out for both of them, to be quite honest with you. That 3-way trade, I don't see a problem with it. I'm trying to look on the ticker to see if anything else has come in, and I don't see anything. The Clippers and James Harden are trying to work out a trade deal. The Cleveland Cavaliers have expressed interest. Whoever picks him up, good luck with that. Great regular season player, just disappears when the playoffs come, and he's a headache. So those are the major ones that happened today. Again, I don't see a problem with any of these trades. I think it's good for all parties involved. I went over the Huerter to Pistons, Ivy to Bulls. Draymond Green, the word is he is involved in Warriors trade talks. I think the Warriors organization has had enough of Draymond Green. It's just too much of a headache anymore. He's too much of a crybaby. He's a dirty player. So I think, thanks for building what we have here, but you don't learn your lesson, and we've had enough, and we're going to try and ship you out. Well, All-Star Weekend in the NBA is coming up soon, obviously. But those are some of the top news and notes from around the world in the NBA. Let's go some of the top headlines. I already went over the trades in the NBA. I sort of figured that this was going to happen. She's reported by Brooke Pryor at ESPN. The NFL Players Association interim boss, the players have no appetite for an 18th game, and I don't blame them. It's just the owners being greedy. What the hell do you want to play an 18th game for? The players are fatigued, man. Preseason, 17 games, then the playoffs. It makes no sense. None. At Jade Marie hyphen 8P says hi. Hello, wherever you're tuning in from. The NFLPA's interim executive director, David White, said, our members have no appetite for a regular season 18th game. And I why would they? The 18th game is not casual for us. It's a very serious issue. It's something that comes out of negotiations, and nothing will move forward until players have the opportunity to account for all those factors, take that into consideration, and then, through negotiations, agree or not to agree to an 18th game. They're not going to agree to this. There's no way in hell. No way in hell. The season's long enough now. Again, it's just the owners being greedy. And if they come up with an 18th game, fuck them. Then kiss my ass. This comes off comments last week by Robert Kraft, who said, who called into the Zolik and Bertrand show. And basically, I'll reiterate it. I want to tell you guys that we're going to push like the Dickens now to make international games more important with us. Every team will go to 18 regular season games and 2 preseason games and eliminate one of the preseason games, and every team every year will have 1 game overseas. That is, pardon my French, fucking absurd. We'll have to keep an eye on this. It's asinine. It's stupid. It's player safety. Guys get hurt left and right now. What do you think adding an 18th game is going to do? Way back in the day, it was 12 games. Then it was 14 games. Then they went to the 16-game schedule, which was perfect, by the way. 16 games was fine. And now you're pushing it, maybe you pushed it to 17. But that's not good enough for the owners because we're still not making enough money. Bunch of horse shit. Let's see what else. It's reported by Andries Hale of Espen. Boxer Gervonta Davis violated his probation. There's a warrant. It has been issued for his arrest. Baltimore judge has issued an arrest warrant for Gervonta Davis on grounds that he violated his probation 1 week after he was arrested in Miami on allegations of domestic violence. Circuit Judge Althea M. Handy issued the warrant on Monday, according to the Baltimore court database. Refresh your memory, Davis was on probation for a November 2020 hit and run in Baltimore that injured 4 people. He received 90 days of house arrest, 3 years of probation, and 200 hours of community service. He later served 44 days in jail for violating the terms of his home detention. Davis's latest legal issues stem from accusations of attacking his ex-girlfriend, Courtney Russell, on October 27, 2025, at a strip club in Miami where she had been working as a VIP cocktail server. Russell filed a civil suit days after the incident, while it forced Davis out of his November fight with Jake Paul and a partridge in a pear tree. So we'll see what happens there. In college football playoff news, college football playoff has moved off New Year's Eve in 2026 to avoid NFL conflict. So that it'll go as thus this year in 2026. Quarterfinals will be held Wednesday, December 30th at the Verbo Fiesta Bowl, and a triple header. Again, stupid. Triple header on January 1st, New Year's Day, 2027, at the Goodyear Cotton Bowl Classic, the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl, and the Rose Bowl. The college football playoff semifinals will be held January 14th at the Capital One Orange Bowl and January 15th at the Allstate Sugar Bowl. Oh, and they've come out with other shit too. For the 2027 season, the college football quarterfinals will return to New Year's Eve on December 31st at the Allstate Sugar Bowl. On New Year's Day, there will be another triple header, which is just dumb. Verbo Fiesta Bowl, Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl, and the Rose Bowl. It's stupid. Play 2 one day and 2 the next day. It's not rocket science, man. It's not rocket science. Play 2 on the 31st and then 2 on January 1st. It's not that hard. NFL news. We are 5 days, T-minus 5 days, and counting to the Super Bowl. Falcons president Matt Ryan won't commit to Penix as a starter, which is interesting. Reported by Mark Raimondi, ESPN. Penix recovering from that ACL that he tore in November. Matt Ryan said, neither of us are the head coach of the football team, so we can't answer your question on that. I think as we start to get into this process and dive deeper into the roster, how it currently stands, where it's going in the future, I think those are conversations that'll be part of it. Quarterback's obviously very important, and we're excited about Mike and what he's doing with his rehab. I've been up at the facility the last 3 weeks, and Michael's been in there attacking that, and he's in a good space right now, so we're excited about where he's at, but certainly a lot of discussions for us about the entire roster. And you're going to hear more and more of this because of the success that Drake Mays had. Bo Nix in his second season didn't have as a successful season as his first, but it was level. Jaden Daniels, open book yet. But some of these quarterbacks who have had success, organizations are going to take a good hard look at what the process will be for a quarterback. At J Marie IAP also says, I hope you'll become famous on YouTube. I don't know about that. Not with this mug. Not with this ugly mug. But thank you. Appreciate it. Let's see. Other NFL news. They're going to go through their media days this week. The bullshit, bullshit, blah, 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 bullshit, bullshit. They'll answer the same question 50 times. Robert Kraft was not selected for the Hall of Fame class of 2026. Neither was Bill Belichick. And I think they'll probably do the same thing to Tom Brady. Or they might not. I don't know. The Hall of Fame is a joke. But look, you get busted for cheating or caught with cheating, it's going to be a big deal, especially with today's voter. They're keeping Clemens out. They're keeping Barry Bonds out because of steroids. They cheated. They're not in the Hall of Fame. You can go across the board. And people say, well, if they're going to be that petty, look, I don't vote, so I don't know. I have no clue. It'd be interesting to see if they keep Brady out of his first year of eligibility. So I think that trend will continue. It'd probably piss New England fans off to no end. But it's interesting. It's interesting. People say Barry Bonds and Roger Clemens deserve to be in. They got caught. You get caught cheating, pay the consequences. People say, well, it's not, it ain't cheating unless you get caught. Well, people get caught. Paul George just got caught for substance abuse. I don't know what the substance was, but I guess they suspended him 25 or 26 games. You get caught, you have to do the punishment. And I say, more and more athletes should go the route of Andy Pettitte. Way, way back in the day, Andy Pettitte got busted. He was using some sort of performance-enhancing drug. He knew it. They caught him. I forget what he was using it for, by the way, because it just escapes my mind right now. But he went before the media and say, this is why I did it. And he explained everything. And guess what? Nobody questioned it after that. It was done. But now athletes get busted and they're like, at J. Malou Al Hansen hyphen N611M. Boy, you guys have some long ass names. Says good morning. Wherever you are, good morning. I'm going to take it you're somewhere on the other side of the international date line. But thanks for tuning in. Other NFL news as we're approaching the Super Bowl. The New York Giants are hiring Matt Nagy as their offensive coordinator, former Chiefs coordinator now. Okay, see how that works out. The NFL says no planned ICE presence at Super Bowl 60. Supposedly, they might just show up without hesitation, without announcement, because they do whatever they want to right now. Brandon Beane, the GM for the Bills, it's getting sort of testy there in Buffalo now. He dismisses Bills critics and says, F the outside. I'll just read it verbatim here. His quote unquote, F the outside. It's about the right selection for this team, and if we win, they'll love it. I guess as far as the head coach and other stuff. It doesn't bode well for the Bills. A recent survey conducted by the Buffalo News showed that over 75% of the participants, probably mostly Bills fans, disagreed with the decision to fire McDermott. The Buffalo News ran another survey in which less than 38% agreed that Brady was the right hire for head coach. Mr. Bean went on to say, it's the same criticism when I took Josh Allen. If I'm wrong, the moving company will be at my house. So I understand I'm not going to have regret of choosing someone to appease the outside if I thought it should have been something different. If I'm wrong, I'll effing take my job and effing go home. So he's getting aggravated. If you don't want to take the heat, don't be a general manager. If you don't want to take the heat as an athlete, don't be an athlete in any sort of job. If you can't take the heat, if you can accept the accolades and not take the heat, you're in the wrong business. Let's see what else in the NFL news. That's pretty much it. Again, NBA, I'm trying to read over the ticker. Nothing else has come in. Let's go to the scores from yesterday. Hornets beat the Pelicans 102-95. For the Pelicans, your leading scorer was Mr. Murphy III. He had 27 points. Zion Williamson, a double-double, 14 points, 11 rebounds. For the Hornets, leading scorer was Mr. Ball with 24 4 points. Rockets beat the Pacers 118-114. Leading scorer for the Rockets, Mr. Sengun, a nice day, 39 points, 16 boards. For the Pacers, your leading scorer was Pascal Siakam, 27 points. Grizzlies, in a rare win, beat the Timberwolves 137-128. Leading scorer for Minnesota was Anthony Edwards with 39 points. Rudy Gobert added his 10 rebounds. And for the Memphis Grizzlies, leading scorer was Jaren Jackson Jr. before he gets traded. 30 points. 76ers over the Clippers, 128-113. 76ers, your leading scorer was Tyrese Maxey with 29 points. Barlow, 26 points, 16 boards. Have a good day there. Clippers, the leading scorer was Kawhi Leonard with 29 points. On the slate today, Celtics are at the Mavs. The Bulls are at the Bucks. Right now in the first, Pistons over the Nuggets 13-7. In the first, Pacers over the Jazz 15-10. In the first, Knicks over the Wizards 15-7. And we have the Lakers at the Nets, the Hawks at the Heat, Magic at the Thunder, 76ers at the Warriors, and the Suns at the Trailblazers. NHL news before the break here. Reported by Emily Kaplan, ESPN. Team Canada has added Sam Bennett as a replacement for Anthony Cirelli. Cirelli was injured in Sunday's game against Boston. Finland has named Joonas Korpisalo as an injury replacement in goal. He will take the place of Buffalo's Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen. Luukkonen got hurt last week with a lower body injury. Predators GM Barry Trotz is retiring. He is staying until a successor is found. So they will proceed. Unfortunately, reported by the Associated Press, 3 junior hockey players were killed in a crash in Alberta. The Alberta Mustangs junior hockey players early Monday morning. The Royal Canadian Mounted Police said it responded to the crash at an intersection with Highway 2 in Stavely, about an hour's drive south of Calgary. J.J. Wright and Cameron Casoro, both 18, and from Kamloops, British Columbia, and 17-year-old Caden Fine of Birmingham, Alabama, were killed, unfortunately. You never want to see that. Thoughts and prayers out to the family and friends. Scores from yesterday. In yesterday's slate, the Predators beat the Blues 6-5. The Blackhawks beat the Sharks 6-3. Maple Leafs beat the Flames 4-2. The Sabres over the Panthers 5-3. Sens over the Penguins 3-2. Capitals over the Islanders 4-1. Wild over the Canadiens 4-3. Stars over the Jets 4-3. Red Wings blanked the Avalanche 2-0. Games today. In the first, the Flyers up on the Capitals early 1-0. Senators over the Hurricanes 1-0. Blue Jackets Devils 0-0. 0-0. In the first. Later on, Maple Leafs at the Oilers. Sabres at the Lightning. Penguins at the Islanders, and the Kraken at the Ducks. NCAA men's basketball, top 25 scores from yesterday. Number 14, North Carolina handled Syracuse 87-77. Number 11, Kansas beat number 13, Texas Tech 64-61. On the slate today, right now at the half, number 23, Miami, Ohio. Still undefeated, by the way. They're up on Buffalo 38-35. In the first, number 3, UConn over Xavier 22-8. Right now in the first, number 4, Duke over Boston College 26-13. Number 25, Tennessee up on Ole Miss 18-11 in the first. Later on, we have number 22, St. John's at DePaul. Pitt at number 18, Virginia. And number 19, St. Louis takes a visit to Davidson. NCAA women's basketball, top 25 action yesterday. Number 25, North Carolina beat NC State 61-59. Number 13, Ole Miss hammered Auburn 71-45. And number 3, South Carolina handled Texas A&M 71-56. No top 25 action tonight. I'm sorry. Let me just double check that. Yes, no top 25 action tonight from what I'm seeing in the women's. Nothing anywhere. The Busch Clash will be run tomorrow in NASCAR, which is stupid, by the way. I'm a NASCAR fan, but it'll be run tomorrow at 6 o'clock. That'll be on Fox. I just wish that NASCAR would they stop fucking around with everything. Pardon my French. They took a good product and they drove it into the ground. Just come back with Speed Weeks. You know, you used to have, qualifying used to be a week before the race on a Sunday. And then all that week, then you had the Busch Clash or the Budweiser Shootout, whatever it called back then. You had that IROC series. And then you had the duels, the twin 125s, as they used to be called. Now I don't know what they're going to call them now. Maybe they should just call them the two 125 races. So that'll be raced tomorrow, as I'm sure they've cleared all the snow off. That'll be at Bowman's Gray Stadium, which is in Winston-Salem, by the way. Let's check the Winston-Salem weather tomorrow. Let me go to the Weather Channel. Let's see what it shows. It'll be 38 degrees tomorrow. Chance of precipitation 50%, mainly cloudy with a mixture of rain and snow showers. Developing in the afternoon. So what a fucking brainy idea NASCAR had was to run the race there in February. I just don't understand some of the decisions that the higher ups make. At the top, making these decisions. It just makes no sense. None. In the world of soccer, something was going on today. Let me pull it up. The second stages of the 2025-26 English Carabao Cup. Arsenal beat Chelsea 1-0. They advance on a 4-2 aggregate score. The Champions League will continue on Tuesday, February 17th. Again, the NHL rolling into the Olympic winter break here. I believe, yes, the last day for the NHL before they go on the break is February 5th, and they will return 3 weeks later on February the 25th. PGA Tour this week, the Waste Management Phoenix Open out there in the debauchery. It's out there in Scottsdale, Arizona. Thomas Gentry, your previous winner. I think that's gonna. Let me just double check. English Premier League. Anything tomorrow? No. Friday, Leeds at Nottingham Forest. So I think we're going to end it there at the bottom of the hour. 7:30 here on the East Coast, 4:30 out there on the West Coast. Enjoy tonight's action, whether it's college basketball, men, women, the NHL, NBA, whatever is going on that you're going to partake in. Enjoy the night's festivities. As I say at the end of each show, practice compassion, practice empathy, have passion for what you do. Hug somebody every once in a while. You might make their day. Tell somebody you love them. You might not get a second opportunity. And for the love of God, if you see somebody struggling in whatever fashion, ask questions, inquire about how to get the person help. Because you may not just be saving a life, you may be saving a multitude of lives. Thanks to everybody who tunes in. Thanks for the comments. Sorry I didn't get to all of them. But with all that being said, enjoy the rest of the night. It's starting to warm up a little bit. Not as cold as it was, which is a good thing. Just remember, we got like 6 or 7 weeks left of winter, and then the springtime rolls around. So, with all that being said, there's one thing left to do, and that's for Dandy Don Meredith to take me out.
Turn out the lights, the party's over. They say that all good things must end. Call it a night, the party's over. And tomorrow and next year starts the same old thing again.